What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the New York Ranger franchise mode. Last episode, we got going, told you about the roster, made a couple trades, roster moves, and all that. Also simmed a couple games. I also signed Igor Shasturkin to an extension. Now, I actually simmed all the way up to the deadline, and we stand 41-17-3. We are second in the Metropolitan behind the Capitals, and I think we are third in the NHL. So we are having a crazy year. Now, there's a lot of good, and there's a couple bad, not really that bad, but that I'll tell you about. And we will be doing the trade deadline, and then sim the rest of the year, and that will be the episode. And then next episode, I'm sure we're going to make the playoffs. We'll do the playoffs. So taking a look at the team leader in points, it is Artemi Panarin with 59 in 61 games. Right behind him is Rickard Rakell, who has been killing it, and he has been... I put him back on the third line with a +1, playing with Hedel and Kreider, but I also kept him on the power play. He has 25 power play points. He is just killing it. He's a point per game with us, absolutely killing it. Tony DeAngelo, 58 points in 61 games. He hasn't grown, but his trade value is like through the roof. So Tony DeAngelo playing on that +5 with Ryan Lindgren is really killing it. But now, if he has a sick year this year and a sick year next year, then he might want like 8, 9, 10 million, and I'm not really looking forward to that. Because Vantage has 52 points. Could be a little better. Buchnevich playing at the top line, he has a 50-point season. Kakko 46, 21 goals. Of course, not bad, and we need Kakko to develop. Lafreniere with 45 points. Ryan Strome with 38. Go down the line, and here's what I'm a little concerned about. Adam Fox has 22 points. He has 0 power play points. He was playing the number 1 power play. But of course he doesn't. He only has a +1 playing with John Merle. But the reason I kept John Merle is because he gives our penalty kill +3, and that's something we never had before. And that's probably something that really is going well because John Merle, I think, coming back down the line, he's a +22. He's killing it. Lindgren, you could just see other guys. And here's another one. Jacob Trudeau only has 11 points. He's playing on. I have him on the third pairing defenseman because he gets a +3 chemistry. He's playing with Jack Johnson. So, I definitely would like Trudeau to score more. I'm not going to trade him because now I think his no movement clause kicks in. So I really want to try to get more out of Jacob Trudeau. Maybe we could put him on the power play. We'll see. Jack Johnson, Julian Gauthier, of course. He's not really. He's just playing depth forward for us this year. So that is that. Of course, Panarin, but for Rickard Rakell, but Tony DeAngelo, he's really been our leading scorer the whole year. Panarin now taking that over for now. So let's look at goalies. Igor Shasturkin having a good season. Might be one of the best goalies in the league. 9.21 save percentage with 37 wins. Might as well take a look. And he is. He is number 1 in goal, number 1 in wins. And he is up there in save percentage with some of the top goalies who've played. He's number 3 in save percentage, basically, of 2 starting goaltenders in Varlamov and Devin Dubnyk. So now taking a look at the AHL, which of course we have a couple big prospects in that league. Not Oliver Wahlstrom. Do not look at Oliver Wahlstrom coming to the Hartford Wolfpack. We have Morgan Barron, of course, who we had to create, has 50 points, playing that top line. He grew a couple overall. Vitaly Kravtsov hasn't grown, but he is having a good year. +15 with 40 points. Niels Lundqvist has 24 points. He went up 1. Matthew Roberson has 21 points. He went up a lot. He really develops really well. I put Keandre Miller in the AHL for this year just because that might be what he's going to do. Plus, we have Jack Johnson. Might as well use him. Pajuniemi also went up 1. So AHL squad's actually been playing well, and also Ronan went up 1. So now with the European prospects like Ronanen, Pajuniemi, and Lundqvist, I think I offered all 3 of them extensions for 2 more years at $900K because, like I said, some reason they are under contract for 1 year. They haven't signed their entry-level contract yet, but I think I just offered them contracts so it's like they would complete their entry-level deal. So now let me just see what we did there with them. Okay. Oh, no, because Ronan already was signed. Okay. So, Niels Lundqvist we offered, and I think Pajuniemi offered. All right, now just taking a look at some RFA, everyone who's expiring for next year. Pavel Buchnevich, who wants an extension, and he does fit on that top line, and he has been playing well. He's got 40 points, 50 points, But now instead of 4.6 that he wanted, he wants 5.8. And I don't know if I'm really trying to commit long term with that. And that's really what he wants. But we could probably get him at 5.5 for 1 year if we want to go more short term. Because I got to see, because we could definitely use him next year. It's really just about paying, because now, not this offseason, next offseason, we're going to have to pay, I think, Adam Fox. We're going to have to pay Mika Zibanejad. We're going to have to pay Tony DeAngelo and Capo Caco, I believe. So that's 4 key free agents that we're going to have to pay. And then the next one, we're going to have to pay Lafreniere. So Buchnevich maybe on a 2-year deal actually would work. Actually, maybe only in a 1. That's Philip Hedl is still asking for about $4 million for some reason. He hasn't really been playing that great just because I haven't got him the best team line mates, but that's what we're trying to do in the future. And Ryan Strome wants an extension at 4.6, but I'm not really so sure I'm sold on Ryan Strome because, one, he doesn't really fit that third line. And, I don't really want to commit long term. I'm thinking maybe he might be on his way out at the deadline. Because, speaking of deadline, some trade blocks are filled. Bowen Byram's on the trading block. Cole Perfetti's on the trading block. I guess these teams want to ship away their prospects to bring in players. But there's a couple players on the trading block that could actually help us out. One could actually play right now. Because what I was thinking, I'm thinking of maybe, just because Chris Kreider played center a little bit, he does play center sometimes, put Chris Kreider at second line center to get a +5. Because I really want these guys to have +5. Now with Ryan Strome, he doesn't really fit the third line, and then if we put Lemieux up. So I'm thinking Ryan Strome's out. I think we trade Ryan Strome. Yes, it's nice to have him, because now we're kind of getting worse. I mean, we could keep him. We could keep. He doesn't minus anything. We could keep him. Do we just want to put? I definitely want to keep +1 line. Unless if we want to put Hedl on the 4th line, and then we have a playmaker. Trying to see if we had an extra sniper. Yeah, I don't really know. It's going to be interesting for sure. So it's like, do we keep Ryan Strome? I don't know. Probably going to have to keep him. Maybe we'll keep him just because we have a sick year. But I think I'm going to play Kreider at second line center. I don't know if it's cheating the system, kind of. But I remember he has played center before. Now, Adam Fox, we're actually playing with Ryan Lindgren now. We put DeAngelo on top. I think that's just really what it's going to be. Adam Fox obviously fits best on the top line, but we just haven't found anybody yet to play with him. So, we'll worry about that next year in the offseason. But the players, I say let's just go to the trade deadline, and we'll get this whole experience, and I'll try to make a trade for the players that I might want. They're basically 2 prospects. So, update trade status is your pro scout before. We're going to be a conservative buyer because we're not going to be a complete buyer, but we're going to be pretty conservative. But I really don't think we're going to go high. So let's enter the trade deadline. So the trade deadline ends at 12, I think. So Jonathan Toews is always available. I can't wait to see if he gets traded. That's going to be funny. Anthony Mantha, why is he available? He actually might be a good fit with us, but I'm not going to go for him. PK Subban, I'm not surprised on that. Ronta Spurgeon, Kevin Shattenkirk just signed. They want to get rid of him. Interesting. I just want to see available. Keith Handel. Just to see players who we might see out. Ryan Murray. I don't know why Chris Kreider's on the trading block. I don't think I have him on the trading block. For some reason, he's just labeled. We have a trade. Arizona trades Stepan, a 3rd, a 4th to Anaheim, exchange for a 2nd-round pick. So is Anaheim contending? I don't really know. Koivu, Brown, Connor Brown, he also just signed. Oh, he's got a lot of trade value. Ethan Bear's available. We don't really need him. Vince Dunn is still available, but he still hasn't signed yet. But I don't really want to cheat the system and trade for Vince Dunn just because we haven't, the rosters haven't been updated yet. So, nobody really worth our while. Another trade, Ottawa trades Tierney, Mark Stone, or some Stone, exchange for Jake Bean. Wow, Ottawa gets Bean. So, we're going to find trade, and we are going to look at the first player who we will try to get. And he can maybe even play in the NHL. And he can maybe fit, if he fits that second line, then we don't need Kreider playing the center position. And that player was Trent Frederick. He was on the trading block. I don't think he's popping up just because we're in the trade deadline. There's no trades found. Now, when I actually found trade with him, and we have another trade with the Islanders. They trade Ryan Pulock in exchange for a first-round pick. Well, now the trade that I saw that they actually wanted for Trent Frederick, I guess now he's off the trading block, but I'm going to go after him anyway just because I really don't think they really want him. I think it was like a third next year and a fourth this year, so I might try to offer him that trade. So we'll give them like the Ducks fourth and then our third next year. And obviously we won't have a second or third. So this was the trade that actually worked in Trade Finder. And the Maple Leafs, did they load up on somebody? A second, Abramov to Pittsburgh, exchange for Mark Jan. They just get a couple of that players. So this was the trade that Trade Finder gave me. Obviously they're a buyer, but I guess if they're, obviously the Bruins might not even make the playoffs depending on their division status. So I'm going to see if they'll do this and see if we get Trent Frederick. They say no. I think it's really close. So if we throw in, maybe we have 4 fourths. If we threw in like another fourth, trade alert with the Calgary Flames. They trade a first, a seventh to Detroit, exchange for Anthony Mantha. Anthony Mantha's going to Calgary. Well, we throw in another fourth, maybe. Okay, so that's accepted. It was all things that they wanted, and we get Trent Frederick, who possibly could play our second line center as a power forward, which I'm kind of excited. I don't think we could see, and he's also 77. That's the thing. He's pretty good, at least in and he's got good face-offs. So now there was another prospect who is still in the trading block here. Nashville trades a first, a third to the Jersey for Kyle Palmieri and Ryan Murray. Wow, Nashville really just loaded up. So this guy right here, Ruzicka, he's 72. He's got a lot more value because he's a lot younger. Medium top 6, 72, and he's a power forward. So now we actually might as well try to find trade with him. But we might have to maybe trade them Ryan Strome. We'll see. Let's see what they want for Ruzicka. The Calgary Flames. We might as well take the chance on him. Oh, no, Penguins don't not. They trade Brian Rust a fourth and Tanev for a couple draft picks. So the Penguins are not that good. Trade a couple depth players. Calgary. So yeah, like I said, there's nothing really too much we could use. If there was a good defensive, maybe. So Ruzicka for Buffalo's third and a fourth. So they only want 2 picks again. Do we want to suffer more draft picks? We have been trading a good amount of draft picks. Of course, the Rickard Rakell deal, John Murrell deal. Just in the Trent Frederick deal, and Dallas trades Kudobin, Alexiak to Edmonton in exchange for Lavoie. Wow. Lavoie was another one. He was another power forward center. So our draft picks, but we're set with, do we want to just take the chance on this guy? Like I said, we have prospects, these draft picks. Yes, we're kind of sacrificing them, but we're kind of trying to build a team here. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to trade them so we get another center. Plus, he's very young. He's only 21. Buffalo trades Eric Staal to Calgary. Oh, man, if they just trade for Ruzicka, I'd be mad. So I'm going to make this trade just because I think Ruzicka might get traded. So I'll do that. So we sacrifice a couple more picks, but we get another prospect but he is a 72. I might throw him in the AHL. And then maybe he could come up next year. So here's the team. Obviously, you could see, Tony DeAngelo's value went all the way up. Rakell we can maybe even flip at the end of the year. I think I want to keep Rakell just because he's been playing so well. Vegas has traded Marc-Andre Fleury to the Wild, exchange for Marcus Johansson. Hunt, wow. Vegas this is pretty fun. I like this. Let me just see. Is there any? These are the players available. We know that Chalmerson doesn't fit our team. I guess Pittsburgh's not that good because they are trading. Now the Zucker's on the trading block. Mikko Koivu. No, we really don't need him. Halak, we don't need. Wenberg, we can maybe actually use. Was he just traded? Blackhawks trade Taves to Philly. No. For a first and Morgan Frost. Wow. But they traded the Philly. And we might see Philly in the playoffs. Shoot, that is not... God. Thanks, Blackhawks. You got to be kidding me. Wenberg, playmaker, top... They want a top... Oh, I actually like this. I like the return. I didn't even see that. Second line forward, top goalie prospect for Nick Foligno. Top 4D, another trade has gone down. The Boston Bruins trade two first, exchange for Spurgeon Bonino. Wow. So Boston, like I said, we thought that they might not make the playoffs, but they just unload 2 first-round picks to get some help. I don't really see anybody else down the line here. Offensive defenseman, return top goalie prospect. Top goalie, Sami Niku. I don't think he even signed yet. Sakara, Nemeth. Nemeth could maybe work. They want a top goalie prospect, but he's on a 1-year contract. Do we have the cap space to keep that? I think we do. Did we scout Nemeth? I don't know if we did. He fits top 4 defensive pairing, so he actually might... So that he might fit the first pairing and give Adam Fox a +3. So is it worth taking a chance? They want a top goalie prospect. We really don't have any because we gave away. But if they don't really want anybody else, skaters matching the block. Another trade with the Ducks. They trade Kevin Shattenkirk. They trade Shattenkirk to Vancouver, exchange for a 2nd-round pick, 2 seconds, and Tanner Peterson. Wow. So Vancouver getting better on the blue line. I don't want to trade Gauthier. Don't want to trade Barron. No. Yeah, I don't want to trade any of these guys. I mean, I wouldn't mind trading this guy. You know, but I mean, would they do that straight up? Like I said, this is kind of a risk because he fits our top 4, but will he give Adam Fox a +3? Trade Jonas Korpisalo to Pittsburgh, exchange for Jason Zucker. Wow. That's an interesting one. So let's just see if they'll do this. Rejected. We could probably throw in like a 6th-round pick or even another rookie skater to help them out. Yeah, look at our draft picks. At least next year. Oof. Yeah, we really blew up some of them. What if we throw in a 7th-round pick? Still rejected. For a team that's rebuilding, I'm surprised they wouldn't do that. They get a prospect. Trade Evan Rodriguez Dumoulin to Sabres, exchange for a 2nd. Unless we might as well do trade finder with Patrick Nemeth. Keith Yandel still on the book. Like I said, we might as well take the chance. You know, if he gives Adam Fox +3, then we'll do it. Why not? He might not, obviously, but let's just see what they will take for him. We were kind of close on a trade. I think if we threw in like a 5th-round pick, they would have done it, but might as well do trade finder, Patrick Nemeth, and we shall see. Because it's only in a 1-year deal. A 4th and a 6th, you know what? That is kind of what we offer them. I'm just going to do it. I don't care. We're going to do that. So we pick up Patrick Nemeth for the possibility of him playing on the top line with Adam Fox. Now he's 80 overall. Do we want him playing on the top line? But Adam Fox, the better he plays, is also good. Because Tony DeAngelo on that 2nd line was playing tremendous. But now... Do we want to get rid of Merle? That's what I just didn't think of in the back of my mind. Do we want to get rid of Merle because he gives us a top 3 in the penalty kill? Anaheim trades 2nd to Florida, exchange for 3rd. Nothing really big there. You know, I don't know if we want to do that, but maybe if we can put Merle with Jacob Trouba, then to keep Merle on that, you know what I'm saying? Artie Anisimov, wow. Imagine, they want a 4th-round pick. I would probably do that, to be honest with you. Michael Grabner signed with the Wild. He's actually, he's a sniper. Is he a sniper? Hold the phone for a second here. We can maybe make use of Michael Grabner on our 4th line. He is a sniper. Now, on our 4th line, we have a power forward. Well, then if we put Ryan Strome... no, because Ryan Strome doesn't really fit. Yeah, nothing really happening there. We are 2 hours away from the deadline. I believe it's 12:15 or 12, one of the two. I might as well just scroll around, see who we could possibly maybe add if we wanted to. Miguel Grigorenko. They want a 4th-round pick. He's a sniper, but well, you know what? If he fit on the 3rd line, no, we don't need a sniper. We need a playmaker. That's what we need. Playing with De Kaiser got traded to Pittsburgh. Wow. Pittsburgh's making a lot of moves. We really need a playmaker to play on that 3rd line with Hedl and possibly a power forward. A playmaker that really fits the third line. I'm really just seeing snipers, two-way forwards, nothing. Ooh, Rakugo's got a pretty good cap hit. Kind of tight on cap right now. Obviously, we'll be getting rid of a lot. Of course, Steven Johns could have been interesting. He probably could be a good one, too. He is making quite a bit. Zach Smith, Joakim North. No playmakers on the board. Offensive defenseman Evan Bouchard. Wow. They want a top 4D in return. Looks like they're going for the cup. Adam Pelech. They want a defensive defenseman. Oh, he is a defensive defenseman. Excuse me. They want a goalie prospect. I didn't really see that. Brad Ritchie, Connor Carrick. I think that Cole Perfetti, there he is. Cole Caulfield, Yaroslav Askarov. They want a first-line forward, top 4D, and top 2D. So, it looks like Winnipeg, of course, they just drafted Perfetti, which I think they stole him. He's looking like their number 2 center, but now they want to trade him for a top 2D. So, they look like they got one thing figured out, but then they want the other. We are an hour away. I'm not really going to make any other trades. I guess we just sit here, find trade. I guess we could find trade on the open block. Buchnevich for Chalmerson, just to see what teams would give up. Keith Yandel, let's see, no trades. Edler's Edler's a two-way, huh? No trades for Edler. Let's see what teams can give up for Chris Kreider. Might as well. Even though we just might have found a new home for him on that second line. Goligoski a fourth, no. Demers, no. Ranta. Bukestad, Hartman, Bukestad. The Devils, 2/3, and Connor Carrick. No, those are bad trades. Maybe I would take Chalmerson if he fit, but he doesn't fit. Still an hour away. Mikko Koivu's a two-way forward. Might as well see what they want from him. They want a top goalie prospect, and Alexander Georgiev is calling. They want, and I am not going to give him up, of course. Who else? Locke. Connor, might as well see Wenberg. They want Keandre Miller, 2/5. They want Ruzicka. Niels Lundqvist, Braden Schneider. So they want a prospect for him. Is that what they want? I guess Florida isn't doing too well. I actually wouldn't mind. I don't know if we want to maybe give up Ruzicka. But then is Alexander Wenberg, Ryan Strome. You know what I'm saying? So where the heck did Wenberg? Did he just get traded? Why can't I find him? Did Alexander Wenberg just get traded? Why can't I find Alexander Wenberg here? Just disappeared. Did he get traded? Canucks trade Jet Wu to Dallas, exchange for a third and Sakara. Ooh, wow. Let me see. Where the heck did Wenberg just go? Ooh, the jersey. Brad Ritchie was in the Devils, a third and 2/3, and jersey gets Connor Timmins, who's a good defensive prospect. No. Wenberg should still be here. I don't know really where he went. Unless he got taken off the trade. Oh, here he is. Okay. Yeah, they want a top forward prospect, but they really... So, Muzika fits that. I wish I could kind of see... Okay, let's go, because maybe we could see where Wenberg would fit. But still, if he fit in the second line, it's not... Power play 1, I don't think... No. Might as well keep Ruzicka, because he might only get a +3. We are 19 minutes away. Still some pretty big names on the trading block. Ethan Bear. Let's just see what they want. They want Ryan Lindgren and Brendan Lemieux. So they want another, maybe a defensive defenseman who's, obviously Ethan Bear's not signed. They want Hedl, Howden, Kravtsov. Actually, let's just for gigs. Let's just see what they want for Vince Dunn. Because he's not signed. Wow. Can you imagine? I would do that in probably like a heartbeat. But that's cheating the system just because Vince Dunn's not signed. Like, I would... Even Braden Schneider, I would trade him in a minute. I think it's... When players are not signed and they're on the trading block, they're so much easier to get. Vince Dunn... he's... he's good. So, we're not going to do that. The trade deadline has passed. Last trade, of course. So, the only trades we made... was sending a 4th and a 6th for Patrick Nemeth to possibly play with Adam Fox. We acquired Adam Ruzicka for a third and a fourth, who's a power forward center who we'll have to groom, and possibly could be our second line center, if Trent Frederick, we acquire from Boston for a fourth and a third and another fourth, doesn't pan out. So, of course, we saw a lot. Jonathan Toews went to Philly, and that's not good. The Flyers are pretty good. They actually might not even make the playoffs, which is also good. So, what I want to do... Panarin, he actually had 2 points in that last game. 4-2 against Capitals, and the Capitals were number 1. That's a big win. So, now I want to check out the roster moves, because Ruzicka, he will probably play in the AHL. So, who is up and who is down? Trent Frederick, I want to bring up. I want to see... we'll be over the player limit. Who can we send down just for the meantime? Do we have anybody? Phil Giuseppe's not playing. Do we want him to clear waivers? We might as well do that to Brent Smith because Brent Smith is not playing. And if someone claims him, cool. Nobody claimed him. So let's bring up Trent Frederick. Ruzicka, of course, is down there too. We'll see what Frederick's all about. Now, go to the lines and we can see where Frederick fits, and we'll see where Patrick Nemeth fits. We actually can't see because that's glitched. So Frederick, the moment of truth, doesn't really fit anywhere with this team. He's not really liking the coach. But let's just see, if we put him in for Kreider, does he give us a +5 just because he's a power forward? No, he gives a +3. So, not really the best. But he is a power forward center. They're not much like him. So, he definitely could be useful. You know, we got him for a couple picks. Obviously, he kind of fits the... He actually fits the top line. He actually might give the top line a +5. Let's see about that. He doesn't fit it perfectly, but he fits it a little bit. So let's see. It might still only be a +3. Yeah, it's only a +3. He doesn't fit it too much. But I mean, if we put him at first line center and then gave him a sniper, if there was any more snipers on our team. Yeah. So we can maybe even keep him up there, but no, we actually might just keep him in the AHL for this year. And like I said, we can maybe flip him. I don't know. He does fit the fourth line if we want to put him in for Strome, but might as well keep Strome because the trade deadline is passed. Now, Patrick Nemeth, let's just take out Jack Johnson for him and just see where he fits. So Patrick Nemeth, can't see where he fits. Nemeth fits perfect on the second line. Doesn't really fit perfectly on the first line. And come on. But Nemeth does fit actually perfect on this. But Adam Fox doesn't fit on this line. That's the thing. And Adam Fox, what about Nemeth on the third? No. Oh, if Adam Fox just fit on this team, if he fit on the second line, it would be perfect. John Merle doesn't really get... Okay. So I guess we'll just go back. Nemeth, it's just Adam Fox. Like, God darn it. If we want, we could put Nemeth with D'Angelo and then keep Lindgren and Fox up there, but no, it's really no point. We might as well just, because we want to keep, might as well throw Jack Johnson in because we want that +3. So there's a couple trades that, I mean, if it wasn't for Adam Fox, just, not really fitting anywhere, but it's going to be like that sometimes. I actually want Tony DeAngelo on the top of the line, so we'll do that. Perfect. I mean, John Merle fits on the second line too. It's just that Adam Fox doesn't fit there. Like I said, we have to find a defensive defenseman who fits full-blown on the first line for Adam Fox. Now, might as well take a look at Ruzicka. We are going on 29 minutes here. I really apologize. I actually might just simulate... we'll try to get this. So let's send Frederick down, because I just want to see what Ruzicka... We'll just see, because if he's the guy, if he gives this second line a +5, perfect. But he might be the same, because then we could groom him in the AHL, and then he could come up. So Adam Ruzicka, he fits the top line, so he actually might give that top line a +5. Let's just put him in for Buchnevich. He doesn't fit the second line, which stinks. So let's put him in for Buchnevich. Still doesn't give that a +5. I'm really surprised. I think it's... But we can maybe groom him into a top center, but... No. But he fits perfect there. Just Just put him here. He still gets a +3, so he could still be good. But I don't know. He's still valuable. We'll throw him back in the AHL. All right, so all the moves we made, possibly, we could put Ruzicka up on this top line if we don't bring Buchnevich back. So possibly, maybe some of these moves can be made. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Patrick Nemeth, didn't really fit. It's not his fault. He does fit. It's just Adam Fox. So Ruzicka, who we actually got for really cheap, not complaining. I just want to edit this, throw them in, and I just want to throw them in. Definitely want to throw Frederick in just to. He doesn't really. Whatever. I'll put Frederick at the wing. We'll put Greco in for Dubmovsky, and then we'll put Ruzicka here. Doesn't really get a plus anywhere. We could play him. No, I can't play him anywhere. Whatever. Just put him in. That's all we need. Okay. So that is the trade deadline. Let's simulate the rest of the year, and then we'll see where playoff matchup is. We're going to keep the team as is. Obviously, we didn't really change anything, but let's simulate to the end of the season, and it will then reveal. Brett Howden also, I think we gave him an extension. Gauthier, I might have gave them 2-year extensions if I'm not mistaken, and Ponjuniemi, we gave them 2 years to complete their entry-level contract. Pretty cheap because Gauthier, and I think it was 1.5 for Howden, and then maybe 1.2 for Gauthier, both 2-year deals. But like I said, we made trades. I mean, we do have Nemeth kind of in the press box, but we're buzzing early on after the trade deadline. Like I said, I still want to keep that +3, even though Nemeth could maybe still give us +3 on the penalty kill, but it's really no point because he doesn't. And wow, wait, did we? I thought we passed the Capitals, but it doesn't matter. Yes, we did. We passed the Capitals in the standings, and we are number 1 in the conference. We have 113 points. We might have won the President's Trophy. Holy smokes! I didn't even realize that. 117 points in our first season. Husley, what's the points looking like? Panarin with 80 points. That's okay. He had 39 goals. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. What is Panarin a goal score? Yeah, we're going to win the President's Trophy in our first season. Holy smokes. Let's just take a look. We obviously have one more game. Panarin has 80 points, 40 goals. Raquel had 75 points. We could definitely flip this guy for something. His value has to go up. Sebastian had 68, which is good. D'Angelo had 68. Oh my god. He's going to... Lafreniere at 65. Nice. That's good for laughs. 63 for Buchnevich. Very good. Not good for his contract. Kako at 58. Good. We had a lot of guys scoring. Kreider with 50. How many points did... we can't really see how many his recent games. But he only had 30 points, so I think he played very well in that second-line center. What was his face-off percentage? Let's see that. He had 41 face-offs. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's almost as the same as Ryan Strome, so we can maybe keep Kreider there. Why not? Adam Fox finished with... Okay, Adam Fox finished with 36. That's not bad. I like 40-point defenseman. He finally got some power play points. Hedl with 28. We obviously have to find the right teammates for Hedl for him to get better. Howden with 25 on the fourth line. Good. Lemieux with 20. Lindgren with 19. Merle with 19 with a plus 27 for John Merle. Patrick Nemeth, I don't think he played any games with us. He's just sitting there saying hi. Yeah, he didn't play any games. Jacob True with 14. And that is that. Might as well take a look at the goaltenders. And we might get a Rookie of the Year, maybe a Vezina winner here with 51 wins and 9-2-2. He's already at 87. Wow. So, let's simulate this last game. I'm not gonna slow sim it. Against Pittsburgh, we get a shutout. And we have won the President's Cup trophy in our first year. And we're taking on Montreal in the first round. So, definitely a lot of excitement. Can we see awards? Do they do awards? Or they do that at the end of the year? I think they do it at the end of the year. So, let's just take a look at the playoff tree real quick. So, if we win We'll either play the Capitals or Islanders. I prefer to play the Islanders because the Capitals were sick this year. So, next episode, we will be doing the playoffs, and this is a huge... We could quite possibly win the Stanley Cup in our first year. You know, pretty crazy. And then after that, we'll probably get into maybe not the whole offseason, but some of the offseason. Let's just take a look at maybe Hartford. I'm sure they are... I can't really flip it. Actually, let's take a look at the... I want to see how many points Vitaly Kravtsov and all them finished with. And quite possibly, did they go up in ratings? We'll see. I can't believe freaking... Morgan Barron had 65 points. Kravtsov had 54. Not bad whatsoever. Frederick had 41. How much did Frederick have with us? Okay, Frederick played very well with us. Greco, Niels Lundqvist had 34. Not bad. Ruzitka, he might have just... Let's see, he was a minus 14. Not that great. 2 assists. He wasn't really playing on the best chemistry line, but we'll figure that out in the long run. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're excited as much as I am for this playoff run, and I will see you guys in the next one.